So, the properties. So these are the properties. So if you want to have a webcam, what I use is called Droid Cam. Usually it has like a little logo that'll show up from time to time, and yeah, all right. So if that's what you're trying to do, that's how you can do it. But see here's the Droid Cam. Hold on. I also want to be able to see my cursor. Okay, here's my cursor. So I'm not an expert, right? But so what you're gonna do? So let's say we're gonna make a scene, right? Scene two, sure. So here's scene two. So, yeah. Okay. So here's my Droid Cam client. So what you can do is go here. It'll be your source. It should. I don't know what it'll look like, to begin with. See here, look. You might have like a bar underneath you or a bar above you, right? So how to fix that is you're gonna go to properties and okay, sorry. You're not gonna go to properties. You're gonna go to file, settings, video, and then this is what nothing right here. It's right here. So 640, 480. I have my frames per second at 48, and then okay, and then you can just move it to fit that. So usually it's gonna be like the size of your phone, but obviously you don't need the size of a phone camera either. So just move it in there how you want it. Maybe the Droid Cam thing, and there you go. And it'll only capture like that 640 by whatever. And that's pretty much the size of webcam you want it. About the size that you want it to be. Okay. So that's how you do that. Okay. And that's about it. That's your webcam. You're good to close that with nothing applied. Here's what I have configuration. And here's what it looks like. The exposure on this webcam is weird. I don't know how to change that. Once I figure that out, if you want to know how, I'll let you know. But on my phone, what I'm using as my webcam, my face has more like depth to it. I feel like it's kind of like moving on my face for whatever reason. I don't like that. I just don't like that. But it is what it is. It might make your face look better, but for me personally, I think it's on my face. And okay, and that's about it. That's your webcam. You're good to close that with nothing applied. Here's what I have configuration. And here's what it looks like. The exposure on this webcam is weird. I don't know how to change that. Once I figure that out, if you want to know how, I'll let you know. But on my phone, what I'm using as my webcam, my face has more like depth to it. I feel like it's kind of like moving on my face for whatever reason. I don't like that. I just don't like that. But it is what it is. It might make your face look better, but for me personally, I think it's on my face. And for the gaming one, I'm not. This game is weird because it doesn't have a full screen, or maybe it does, and I'm stupid. But sure, it's setting. This, you want to have that selected if you're streaming while you're doing this, so make sure you have this selected if that's what you're going to do. But remember, you can add more scenes, like for specific things, so you don't have to worry about properties. So if you want to, you can add like 100, or not 100, maybe not that, but like 6 of these, So one will be like maybe for a specific game that you're always going to play, like let's say, I don't know, League or something, then you can have a League theme. Like, so it'll, right when you open up the application, it's ready to go. You can start, you can hit start streaming, manage broadcast. You can do all that. I haven't tried the streaming capabilities yet, but usually it'll pop up the window right here to show your stream chat. So if you want to go into OBS, see what you look like, see what the capture looks like, make sure it's working, make sure people, have an easy way to see your chat without interfering with the game that you're playing. So if you want to, play whatever, but you don't want to have the Twitch client open because it lags my computer and I have a pretty good computer. So if you don't want to have it open, but you still want to be able to read chat, having a second monitor will help so much. But not everyone is rich like that. So if you don't have a second monitor, you can always, take a little peek right here, or have it open on your phone. But that's where it's a little bit more tricky. You just have to make priorities, or get a new phone, or buy buy into the deal. Like you can buy streaming equipment and all that. But this is if you just want to baseline, get my face webcam right here, and then a game. How do you do it? Stop. And you undo that setting around